Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta confirming Jack Wilshere return decision, and then we're going to look at Manchester United back to sell lost Donny van de Beek as Arsenal prepare January swoop. So the first transfer line states that Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta confirms Jack Wilshere return decision. So the reports are stating that Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta addressed the media ahead of Saturday's trip to Burnley. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has confirmed that Jack Wilshere is unlikely to play for the club again, despite the offer of a return to training with his former side. The Gunners' former fan favourite has been without a club since leaving Bournemouth at the end of last season. The news will come as a blow for the more sentimental Gunners fans, although asking Jack Wilshere to make the step up back to Premier League football was always going to be a big task. Having only made 16 Premier League appearances since 2017, the former England international could be best served to use Arsenal training as a springboard back into top-level football. Mikel Arteta will know more than most about the quality he possesses on his day, having shared a dressing room with him in the past, so it could be a never-say-never situation if Jack Wilshere impresses on his way back to full match fitness. The Arsenal boss was speaking ahead of their Saturday afternoon trip to Burnley, where they will hope to build on their solitary Premier League win this season, which they earned against Norwich last weekend. So it looks like Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta confirms Jack Wilshere return decision. And when it comes to Jack Wilshere, we have a player that is someone that has been successful at Arsenal, but then ever since 2017 when he made moves to the likes of West Ham United, to Bournemouth, then to clubs which were where he didn't even get an opportunity to join another football club at a top level, it led to Arsenal getting an opportunity where Mikel Arteta stated to Wilshere that you have an opportunity to return to with the Gunners. The door is open, always open, and you have an opportunity to come and train with the first team. And that is something that Jack Wilshere has seen as something as a boost of morale, a boost of confidence, a boost of something that is deserving in terms of he needs the opportunity to succeed, and when it comes to returning to Arsenal, there's an opportunity for him to feel that confidence, to get that match fitness, and to really find a side which is quite competitive, even though it's not the best team currently, is very competitive still at a top level. So in terms of Jack Wilshere, should we bring him back is the question. Yes, I think we should bring him back into the training sessions. He might even impress Mikel Arteta to make it into the first team. But when it comes to Wilshere, let him have the match fitness first. Let him see what he is doing. We can have another sort of player that can do different things for Mikel Arteta, and someone that can really just feel those vibes of being at an Arsenal training ground, being in the Arsenal, being with the Arsenal players, and that's something that Wilshere will definitely need to boost his morale. And when it comes to Mikel Arteta, if really Jack Wilshere gets the opportunity to impress massively, that is just like Mikel Arteta states that you're definitely back into the squad, that is something that is solely dependent on Jack Wilshere. But Jack Wilshere himself knows that he's not there to he doesn't want to be there to be a mentor or something. He still thinks he has years left on his career to impress and to show that he's still a top level player. So this is pretty much everything in terms of helping Jack Wilshere get back to himself. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Manchester United back to sell lost Donny van de Beek as Arsenal prepared January swoop. So the reports are stating that Donny van de Beek's struggles have continued over the past few weeks at Manchester United. Manchester United have been backed by their former striker Dimitar Berbatov to cut their losses on struggling star Donny van de Beek. The Dutchman's status at the club was called into question once again after being substituted during a rare appearance in midweek, and also reportedly preparing to capitalise on his unrest by offering him a way out in January. After registering only 4 Premier League starts last season, Manchester United's wave of summer signings looks to have completely crowded Van de Beek out of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first-team plans. Bruno Fernandes continues to hog his favoured attacking midfield position, and the Norwegian clearly does not feel confident enough to deploy him regularly in a more defensive role. After being denied a deadline move to Everton, Van de Beek is once again feeding off scraps this season, while being hauled off at half-time against Young Boys could be the final nail in the coffin. Dimitar Berbatov, who scored 48 Premier League goals for the Red Devils, had his say on Manchester United's struggling £40 million man. Donny van de Beek is running out of time to save his United career, he told Betfair. He started against Young Boys, was substituted at half-time. This has really been the story of his time at the club. If he plays his balls off, if he comes on, he gets 10 minutes, he never gets a chance to settle and show what he can do. It's a pity because United paid big money for him, but this is what happens when you spend money just to satisfy your fans. I still hope he gets a proper chance, but it's going to be very difficult for him and the club may decide to cut their losses if they can. Arsenal could yet provide them with the avenue to cut their losses, as Todo Fichajes claimed that Gunners are readying a January soup. The all-action midfielder can contribute both in attack and defence, while he nurtured a fantastic reputation at Ajax before his career was derailed in Manchester. Such was his stock. Before he signed for United 1 year ago, he would have been considered a massive coup for the likes of Arsenal or indeed Everton if he had chosen them instead. Unsurprisingly, the quoted price has fallen down to around £25 million after spending a year wasting on the Old Trafford bench, which could make him a bargain for the North London side. The only thing which would remain to be seen is if Van der Beek's catastrophic loss of momentum can be turned around, or whether his disappointment under Solskjaer has done permanent damage. Either way, it has become abundantly clear that his time with the United has not worked out, and with increased competition for minutes this term, that is unlikely to change before January. So it looks like Manchester United back to sell lost Donny van der Beek as Arsenal prepare January swoop. And when it comes to Donny van der Beek, we have a player that has struggled to impress under the likes of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He has struggled after his £40 million move from Ajax, and this is a situation where Mikel Arteta could capitalise because he has been well renowned for getting the best out of players who have struggled, such as the likes of Sterling when he was struggling under Pep Guardiola, Leroy Sané. Mikel Arteta has turned these players' futures around. If you look at Sané, for instance, currently he's looking like a beast and someone that could do wonders for this Arsenal club. But when it comes to the likes of Donny van der Beek, does he have the mentality, does he have the determination, the drive to really make himself a big, important player for the Gunners? Because midfield is an area that we want to improve, and with Mikel Arteta wanting to deploy a 4-3-3 formation, it is something that maybe he could have a partnership with the likes of Martin Odegaard, with Thomas Partey sitting deep. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal performs at the end of this season. If you want to see more daily videos from Arsenal News TV, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the like button so I know if you enjoyed the video, and share the video to your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the videos on the screen and I'll see you there.